New gen versus old gen. It's finally time for GP2 to begin in 2018. And we've arrived here at preseason testing. It's already been quite a while, even if it's just been a few weeks. Feels like forever since we've seen you guys. Welcome, welcome. I am your commentator, Robert Ionescu, and I am joined today by, since we are in Great Britain, by a British person, that being Rahul Patel. So say hello, Rahul.
Hello, everyone.
How are you doing?
I'm fine, thank you.
That's great. So we've arrived in your home country over here in Silverstone. How do you feel about that?
Yeah,
How-
great. Even though
All
I'm not
right.
in the series, but yeah.
Yeah, would be a little awkward to commentate over yourself. Trust me, I've had it happen to me in DTM. But yeah,
Yeah.
we've ar- we've arrived here for the for not the Grand Prix, for the testing over here in Silverstone, and tomorrow we'll be heading over to Italy to Mugello, and this should be very very fun. But yeah, we're going to the testing first, though. I should talk you through the lineups in case you don't know who we have driving. Last season, Enes Parachki became champion, and yeah, he and a couple other drivers moved up to the top class. You'll be seeing them in the top class in the Australian Grand Prix. But let's look at the lineups, shall we? So we have Huang Min Nguyen in the Dams, and joined by Davi Suarez. In Russian type, we have Balen Zolga and Daniel Adventure. In Campos, we have the returning Nicholas Zorbak and the rookie Krzysztof Beranek. Grand Prix, Thomas Anderson is joined by Jared Fosbury. In Guided, Chris Chatfield, by Thomas Bennett. Carlin will have Alessandro Tomaselli and Isaac Fashort driving, while BWTR then will have Henry Watzel and rookie Kyle Burns. A whole team of rookies is at MP Motorsport, Dennis Graf and Jake Galloway. Pertamina Prema will have Ben Valger, and he's joined by another rookie, Aaron Curtis. Rapax, the only team to keep the same lineup from last season, David Kupok and Max Skillen. And finally, the new team replacing Racing Engineering, the Czech team Charos, and they'll be hiring, well, I'd say they'd be hiring, but they already hired Andrea Federi and Chuck McCarthy, so they'll be driving for them.
And those are the GP2 lineups for this season. Hopefully, we will have another exciting season as well. And we will be waiting for Rob to fix his mic. Yeah.
Oh, apologies about that. Can you hear me fine?
Yes.
All right. Yeah, sorry about that. I don't know exactly when it cut off, but I hope you heard most of the lineups. I'm not sure if I have to read them again, but yeah, we're gonna get ready to start the test today. And here we go. It's gonna be completely dry. There's a chance of rain after the hour is up, but we're not gonna have to worry about that, I don't think.
Yeah.
So with that out of the way, it's time to get started with preseason testing here at the Silverstone circuit. We'll be running the same version as in real life, which I'm sure you guys are pretty familiar, especially the British crowd. Also, theirs is a very famous circuit. Had some changes in 2010, but it's a very, and I think these changes have made the racing better. We had some iconic moments here in GP2 and the top class throughout the ages. Here we go, the session has started. In the Campos, the man who's come back after a year in DTM and in the top class, it's Nicholas Zorbak.
Yep, in a manor-looking livery.
Yep, that's right. The Master of Austria will have another chance to win in Austria. Obviously, he didn't win in the manor in the top class. He replaced Nicolas Pascali, who passed away last season. May he rest in peace in this May. He's forever in our hearts, the 2014 champion. And this season will be, I'm sure, entirely dedicated to him, just like last season. We miss you, Nicholas. We miss you very much. And yes, Isaac Kishore is out on track. And Jake Galloway, the rookie in the MP Motorsport, he's in there as well. We're not running under a Formula 2 name. It's still GP2. And we're not using the Halo. Watson and the Arden, McCarthy and the Charos are there as well. Zolga, the Russian type with the Alfa Romeo Sauber livery. Huang Min Nguyen, the new Mercedes test driver in the Dams. And there's the Russian type to have a dead adventure. Cal Burns in the Arden. Suarez in the Dabs. Skillen in the Rapax, and tell me if you can hear me fine, please. Zorbak, the Mara Livery Campos. Fosbury, the Art Grand Prix. Today in the Charros. You can hear me fine, right?
Yes, it's fine.
Alright. Valliger, the Prema, remaining at the Prema. And now Aaron Curtis in the Prema. Now Dennis Graf looking at him as well. Thomas Barrett making the move to Trident. He's made it. Thomas Anderson in Art Grand Prix. Tomaselli in Carlid. Baranek, the rookie at Campos. Chatfield staying at Trident. Man who finished 5th in the championship last season, I believe. Anyway, we're getting ready for sure to start his lap. The man in the Carlin.
Also,
sure started his lap. There it goes. Into Abbey, which should be close to flat out. Here it goes. Now on the left into Farm. Gotta head out to third free village. Hard and right. Careful on the throttle there. And now into the loop. The slow left-hander, slowest part of the track. Now you exit. Exit is very important. Now into 8P. Fast left, which leads you onto the Wellington straight. From which it's very important to be as late on the brakes as you can. But Brooklands, very, very important for lap time. Flip the curb. And now, into left field. Exit is very, very important because you have a long flat run. Into Woodcut. A flat right-hander. Under one of the most famous corners of the track next. Maybe flat in the F1 cars, but these surely not the GP2 cars, it's Cobbs. It goes for sure, does it well. Flip the curb on the exit. And now onto the most famous section of the track. Back at the back section. Flat out left, and now to the right. Left once again, slowing down through gears. Flip the apex on the right, into Chapel. Then the apex once again on the left, and now on the Hanger straight, 109.6 for sure. Here he goes. On the run down to Stowe, where it's critical. He goes as wide as possible without losing lap time. For sure, there he goes. Doesn't hit the curb. Now onto the Vale chicane. One last corner to go for him. It's the club corner. Well, for sure, it's lap time B.
A 1 minute 39.1.
Yep, that's for sure down for the first lap. Now here comes Galloway. Beats him by half a tenth. Watzel goes into second. McCarthy goes into fourth. Now we're looking at Balanzorga, the former DTM champion. Goes into fourth place. Nguyen goes on top. Before he's beaten by Adventure by half a second. Now Kyle Burns, the rookie, goes in second. Suarez goes second. Max Gillen, he goes second. Zorbach goes second. Everyone likes going second today. But Fosbury goes third. Federi goes into fourth place. Now David Kupok goes into eighth. Valliger fifth. Aaron Curtis, the rookie. Well, one of the rookies, because there are a lot of rookies. Got fastest. Now Bennett goes into 15th. Anderson 5th. Tomaselli, where is he gonna go? 6th for him. Baranek. Baranek second. Nice job. And Chatfield last car to complete the first lap. He goes in 15th. I know it's a little bit early, but Rahul, who are your contenders for a championship this season? Who would you say is a favorite?
Not too much to say, but could be an exciting season. I could probably see anything could happen. Like,
very well done. Very well said. I have a feeling some drivers to definitely watch out for are Zorbach, as well as Kupok, Waldinger, and I believe Zolga as well. But let's not forget, it's still early days, and this session isn't competitive, just testing gathering that data. Anyone can be champion. Last season was so crazy. We had so many different race winners. Only 2 drivers managed to win 2 races. Those were David Kupok, still in the series. I think Capara has moved on to the top class.
Yeah, so Min improved to 11th.
And Adventure goes into second.
Yeah, 39,000 stuff.
And a new abbreviation for Wang Min Nguyen.
Now Forsberg goes 4th.
Graf is being held up. That car in front of him.
That's
Derek went into 5th place. Yeah, Curtis defeating the German. Doesn't look like he's gonna improve on this run. But how long will he stay out? A little longer. For sure, on his lap. Greed is sector 1. Now into Cups. I think he's had a better run.
Yeah, Thomas Anderson improves to 4th.
Nice job there. Chatfield went 15th fastest.
Yeah.
Now into Chapel. Good exit there for sure. A little bit more that curve, but he's in the red a little. I'm not sure if he's in the red actually, but still. I think he might be in the green. Kurt is already racing with Graf. He's been overtaken. The two rookies fighting each other already.
Yeah.
Don't forget, anyone can be the champion. We're a long way to go. For sure. Just clap corner left to negotiate. He's surely gonna improve, but where is he gonna go, Isaac, for sure? 17th. Graf is the only one in the 1 minute 37s. Can anyone get that window as well?
Yeah, Graf Ragazzi. The only one. Oh,
Adventure goes fastest.
Yeah.
And Hunting Green has also improved, but he's been surpassed by Burns and by Suarez. Lock up there for Nguyen. Pushing already.
Yeah.
It's an easy to learn track, but hard to master. There's so much time you can fight. Federi goes third. Let's not forget Andrea Federi had a strong second half of last season, and he could be a contender as well.
Yeah. Anderson in the 137s.
He went second fastest.
Baranek now goes quickest.
Impressive. What about for sure? Can he improve the second sector in Markets and Beckett's?
He's actually pitting, so yeah.
Maybe he can, but not this lap. He's gonna be boxing. Already we got 5 people in the pits.
Yep, he's not improving on the middle sector, but yeah.
And there's a Charles behind him. Galloway seems to be on an improvement, but he's boxing.
Yeah.
He won a Formula E title, but under a different name, Seb Prixel. That's what he was called then. Now he's gone back to Jake Galloway, his real name, and he'll be racing under that here in GP2. Adventure being impeded, the man in second. I believe that's Huang Nguyen. They've had some encounters on track last season, but now both of them have changed teams. Adventure wasn't looking so good in 2017, but now he's clearly much stronger.
Yeah.
Had a very good race in Brazil where I believe he finished second, if I'm not wrong. And that was his highlight of last season. Skillen improved it to 13th, by the way.
Oh, Graf now takes that back fastest again.
By some margin, 3/10 of a second. How do you find that? Even with the traffic.
Yeah.
Curtis improved as well.
That's an impressive lap from Graf.
Incredible pace from Graf. I want to see what the fastest lap was, as well as who was fastest. I mean, Green still holding up Adventure behind him. But I think the Vietnamese driver is improving a little bit. Still Graf setting the pace early on. Gwen is improving by about 3/10 almost. And that might be compromised if Adventure overtakes him now.
Seems to be fine at the moment.
Last season has Parachki, the eventual champion, was fastest. So 137.463. Yeah. Graf just 1/10 shy of Parachki's best time from last season. And Wallinger went a little bit too wide, wheel on the grass. You have to be bold to maximize that exit from Chapel. But Wallinger went a little bit too bold. And not enough grip for the Hungarian. Juan took his first win, Laguna Seca. Many drivers took their first win, but Wallinger was one of those. And the last driver so far to take his first win, GP2's latest new winner, Johan Laguna second. I'm sure he'll want to claim many more victories this season. Now
Yeah.
Graf being impeded. I don't think he's gonna improve this time, but you never know. Into club corner. Adventure still behind and going. Racing each other.
Coming in as well. Brannick improves to third.
Yep. Now Anderson is being impeded. I believe that's an Art Grand Prix in front of him, or it might be a Prema. They're very similar. It's a Prema, I think. Adventure pushing a lot, but he's gonna be boxing in this lap. I mean, a productive run, I'd say, is in 4th place at the moment. Of course, position doesn't matter so much, but bragging rights are bragging rights. As Anderson puts an overtake on that Prema in front of him now, who is now behind him. We look at Adventure.
Now Bennett.
Green in sector 1, so he's looking quick. It's going a little wide in Cobbs. Clips over on the exit curb. Hope he doesn't compromise his lap time too much. Into Maggots and Beckett's. Now for the left. To Chapel. Exit is critical. He doesn't make the same mistake as Waldinger. Clips a little bit of the curb. Zdolga improved. He's in 21st. Graf fails to improve in the second sector.
He's
over.
quitting.
Yeah. So Dennis Graf, the man fastest at the moment. Productive first run, he's boxing. Zorbach struggling behind the skilling a little bit, struggling to overtake. The king of Austria and the former Manor driver. Unfortunately for him, he broke the record for DNFs in the top class. Bennett improved to 20th. Skill is holding up Zorbach. But because Zorbach did complete the full season in the top class, he managed to come back to GP2. And he'll be hoping to get a permanent top class guy for next season.
He is improving at the moment.
But yeah, but I don't think they'll remain in place because look how much he's getting impeded by Skilled. Into the fast corners. Into Cubs, they're gonna go side by side, I think. Chatfield looking competitive with this lap. Hopefully he can improve. Currently languishing down to 16th place, but I'm sure he'll go up a few places with that on his lap. Actually, no. He improves by just a little bit and stays in 16th place, so commentators curse a little bit there.
Yeah. McCarthy does the exact same lap time as Suarez.
Yeah, I think McCarthy's staying in 9th place. Mexican is boxing again. He's overtaken by Zorbach. Good move for the German. But unnecessary because Skill was gonna move out of his way anyway. Now Tomaselli racing against, I believe that might be Anderson. Passing around the outside of Stowe, incredible overtake. It's not even race day, but he's showing he wants to race. Galloway improved in the meantime.
Bennett in 18th.
Bennett went into position number 18. Now Zorbach doesn't have any traffic this time, but he's failing to improve the first sector, 2/10 of his compatriot.
Yeah.
I'm sure you've heard in the news today, the Top Class will have a new color for the extreme wet tires. Instead of being dark blue, they'll be gray, just like the former hard tires. How they used to be. Of course, the hard tires have a different color now. Yeah, but that color will now be used for the extreme wets. We have a very, very wide range of tire compounds for this season as Chatfield goes into 14th.
Ooh, very, very close right there.
Yeah, a little tentative, I'd say. Tomaselli already filled with adrenaline, trying to pass Watzel into 17th for sure. Into 5th place, sorry. Zorbach is improving the second sector. Hopefully he can improve in the third one as well. Tomaselli being impeded a lot. Anderson, if he covers off to block him, can Tomaselli pass around the outside of Stowe? Does he have the grip? He sure does.
He does.
I think Zorbach failed to improve,
Yeah, he failed to improve.
and it'll be boxing. Excuse me, I have to go get some water. I'll be back in 2 minutes.
So Zorback will be pitching. He's not even improving in the first sector. And on board with Dolga. Into the maggots and baggots section. So he's not improving at the moment. Now on board with Curtis, as Hong Min Gwyn is trying to pass Olga.
As Chatfield is 9th, I'm back and Gwen still stuck behind Manzolga in that Russian time in the Alfa Romeo Sauber livery. Curtis, a little bit off in Sector 1 compared to his best. Suarez, a little bit of traffic as well. And he's big up a little bit of traffic too. He's holding up that guy behind. I assume it's Chatfield.
Could be Bennett. Yeah.
Well, it's one of the two for sure. I don't know any other guidance. Forgive me, I'm still picturing Adventure that guided as Galloway improves. Because takes a while for your mind to adjust to new driver lineups. Especially because the cars look pretty much the same.
Yeah.
Well, except for the obvious changes. Of course, that'll hopefully not be an issue come race day in Bahrain.
Yeah.
Tomaselli, 7th.
Yeah. Bennett is trying to make a move, but he can't.
Clearly trying to improve his overtaking skills, which are already pretty good.
Curtis does improve, but he's still in 22nd.
Yeah, currently in last place, the greatest Maki Sekurisu fan. Hashtag best girl.
Oh,
And the graph is off! Oh, this graph is off! He's had a spin, and that's the first incident of the day. Pushing very hard, clearly the German. He is the fastest, but he's taking a little bit too much of a risk right now. Valger went off a little earlier. A Graf made a full-out spin this time. Had a full-out spin into Brooklyn's.
Yeah.
MP Motorsport had a very good start last season. They won the first 2 races, but were nowhere after that. Well, it seems they're having a good start this season too. Graf is currently the fastest. Of course, it's just preseason testing. Bennett still battling against Van Zolga as Galloway improves but fails to go up a place. Oh, that's not Zolga, sorry. Zolga was in the pit lane all along. That was Anderson, wasn't it?
Yeah, Anderson, sorry. Yeah. Yeah, Galloway
My
managed to
bad, my bad.
improve.
Now Graf obviously not improving after that spin, but he's gotta keep going. Hopefully he didn't flat spot his tires. Like he still got some good data. That's Graf way off the pace, slowest lap of the day. But it doesn't matter because he still holds the fastest lap. I'm sure he has 40 more minutes to get as much data as he likes for the team. Anderson, I think he's still holding up. Skillet improves, and Curtis improves as well.
Keepbook manages to go to 10th. Now Burns improves to 12th.
Yeah. Yeah, Carl Burns looking solid. So for a rookie so far. Not as good as Graf yet, but it doesn't matter. It's just testing. Graf was red in Sector 1. Can he go any faster in Sector 2 though? Or have his tires taken too much of a bite? Looks like they have, but not that badly. Just 4/10 off.
Thomas Anderson at the moment in second. Let's see what he does in the first sector. He's only a tenth down from on his personal bests.
Yeah, I don't think he's gonna improve though. Sector 1 is pretty much the easiest, the hardest to find extra lap time in. It's just a few corners in a straight, so yeah, skill it improves. The real type gates are in sectors 2 and 3, I have to say.
And Graf will be pitting.
Two-tenths of the pace in the first sector. I believe that Zorba going out of the pits.
Q-Puck now goes second.
Impressive stuff from the double race win last season. 3 times behind his compatriot. Just under 3 times. Burns didn't improve. Adventure fails to improve too. Wasn't good lap at all. It was second off the pace. Galloway, I almost said Gal, but it's Galloway. He improved right there, and is that rain? Is that rain on the circuit?
Yeah, see rain.
Or is it just a glitch? Because it showed rain in Brazil, but it actually wasn't raining. So please let us know, Flaw.
See rain. Yeah.
All right, we're gonna have a light shower, and I suspect it will be gone before the end of the session. Yep, the right. Curtis, can he improve his lap time?
He doesn't improve.
And the answer is no. But Skillen improved.
Only 14.
Burns looking to finish his lap. Doesn't look like he's gonna improve. He's actually gonna box right now. Was that his response to changing weather? Some nice camera angles. And Kyle Burns is finishing another run. The Ardent driver pulling in the rapid lane. And he's in the garage. He's gonna get the wheel back in the garage. We haven't had an American in GP2 ever since Leon Campana on the previous race in Brazil at the end of last season. So, not a very long wait, I'd have to say.
Yeah.
Zolga trying to go around the outside there. As Federi in the shadows is gonna start a lap. Is gonna be starting another timed run. Here goes Federi.
Let's start that. Next number Thomas Anderson. He's improving.
Looking very strong in the first sector, just a little bit on it, up on his best, but pretty much just over half a tenth behind Graf. No one else has been as competitive compared to Graf in the first sector. Skillen goes into 6th place, great improvement. Curtis goes 19th, finally gets out of last place. It goes within a second of Graf. And to Cops, I think a little bit of a hesitation there for Anderson. Might have lifted a little bit too early. You have to lift in these cars. It's not flat like the F1 cars, but still, if you lift too early, it's gonna cost you. Curtis, that's his last run because he's last lap because he'll be boxing. Last lap for this run anyway. But the Irishman is slowly getting quicker and quicker. He's improving. Of course, he'll be boxing, but I'm sure he's glad not to be in last place, even if it is just testing. Can you hear me fine again?
Yeah.
All right. Great. Fantastic.
For sure goes into second.
Good lap. Good lap. Anderson didn't improve. I don't believe.
Zolga goes 16th.
Which means Galloway is now entering first.
Yeah.
Anderson not improving this time. Clearly getting a little bit of traffic from his teammate in front.
Yeah.
Rain's starting to intensify a little bit, but I think it'll be gone very soon. How much is actually impacting the lap times though? Third sector definitely looks weird. Looks all wet. Anderson will finish his lap. How much time will he lose?
7 tenths.
Yeah.
For sure improves again.
Good lap for Isaac for sure. Getting closer and closer to Graf's best. The weather clearly not dampening his spirit.
Zolga goes 12th.
Great improvement from Manzorga, showing his potential. He had some good podiums last season. Although there's still a way to go if he wants to be in the top 3. I'm sure Zolga can find good pace. That livery is amazing, by the way.
Yeah, the Alpha Male Sauber dressed in livery for Zolga.
Hello, Laura. Hello, everyone in the chat. It's good to see you guys.
Yeah. That's Hongmin Nguyen improves to 17th.
Yeah. I never expected though that the filler abbreviation would change so drastically, but it did. It's MNG now. It's Olga coming into the pits. Of course, the big question is, can anyone beat Parachki's best lap from last season? As Galloway goes 19th place. Bennett, the only one not within a second of the fastest man so far.
Yeah.
Looks like Adventure will be going out. Good session so far, I'd say, for the Russian time driver. Obviously, we can't use the Russian time joke anymore because Titkov has moved on to the top class. But then Adventure should be a pretty good replacement for him in the Russian team.
Yeah.
What do you think, Rahul?
Yeah. I think it should be a good replacement with also the experience as well.
Yeah, you could say that again. Fall speed's not gonna improve on this lap. He's been impeded.
Wasn't able
And
to
just
improve.
about doesn't improve. And by just about, I mean by over half a second. So ignore what I said earlier. It's Chatfield who was impeding him, by the way.
Yeah. Chatfield not improving.
Doesn't look like it. That's Fink Anderson is coming to the pits. Watson goes 10th. Good lap there.
Yep, Fosbury will be coming in.
Yeah, his run will be complete. Clearly showing some tire wear. In addition to the traffic, his lap times are getting worse and worse.
Yeah.
But anyway, he'll be pitting and hopefully doesn't have any traffic in the next run. Ben has improved, but is still in last place. Zorbach all the way down in 19th. It's a very close field, I have to say.
Yeah. Very close indeed.
That's all gone a flying lap. He's out of pace from first sector.
Yeah. Not improving yet, but it is time for him to
We've
improve.
still got a long way to go. So I wouldn't be worried if I was him.
Yeah.
And I'm sure he's not worried either. It's just testing. Nothing at stake so far. Please hit like on the video, on the stream, if you think this livery is amazing. And even if you don't think it's amazing, give a like anyway to support the OC channel, because your support, we greatly appreciate it, guys.
Zoga not improving.
Doesn't look like it. Only a few more corners to go into Vale. Looks like he'll be staying 13th, unlucky for some. We have many more laps. A second of the pace, that's quite a lot. Not a productive run so far.
Yeah.
He's even he's a little bit worse than first sector than he was on the previous lap. So I think it's just gonna be about a higher fuel run pace for Zolga. Try and get some extra mileage instead of lap time data. Of course, Silverstone is notorious for its tire wear. That's the Mercedes and Carlos Sainz this season about that a little bit. Yeah, this is a notorious circuit, and it's important to get as much data as possible because we will be racing here later in the season. Four tenths of his best, 1 second behind Graf after first two sectors for Zolga. Graf is on a lap. An amazing camera angle. I'm not exactly sure what corner he's in. I think he's heading into Chapel. Zolga fails to improve. Once again. Literally getting some high fuel data. And he has a little bit of traffic. That's an Arded coming out. Valger 7th.
7th, yeah.
That's a good lap when Shagir hole.
Yeah. Indeed.
Yeah, Zolga surely is being impeded now. Quite so. Half a second down or his best in first sector. And that Debs behind him might be getting a little angry too. Unless he can overtake him quickly. Here goes Suarez with an amazing camera angle. What a great shot. Can he get the pass of cops? No. Everyone except Thomas Bennett is on track. So P1 to 21. I'll try to improve their lap times. Watson's on track as well, so it means Burns is the other one. Is the one who was impeding Zolga. And Watson is doing some impeding of his own. He's impeding that Apex behind him.
Yeah.
Curtis improved into 20th. Watson is not improving, and I'm sure that Apex behind isn't improving either. Burns has pulled away from Zolga a little bit. So Kyle Burns will be hoping for a clean lap. Chatfield is coming to pits meanwhile. Now behind Zolga. Lost so much time, 1.9 seconds down. And Suarez is getting compromised as well. He's boxing in this lap anyway. Kupok is coming to the pits too. Meanwhile.
Garniger improves. Goes 4th.
Great effort from Benz Wallinger. Clearly showing his pace from last few races of last season. Suarez trying and overtaking the Brooklyn. Has he got him? No, not quite. Zolga holds on. There's no way from now into left field for Suarez unless he can get a great run. And slingshot past him into Cobbs just like Bottas did in 2019 on Hamilton. Will Suarez try? Even if he's pitting, I'm sure he enjoys a little bit of racing. The man who won in Malaysia, let's not forget. A nice transition, just like in IndyCar. He's still behind Zolga out of Chapel. I'm sure he wants to overtake him before he pits. Zolga obviously improving. Here goes David Suarez. Trying to go for the outside of Stowe. He's backing out of it though. He's gonna just come in the pits now. Skillen goes third. Massive improvement. It's a great session for Rapax. They're P3 and P4. Very impressive stuff. Skillen wasn't anywhere in particular so far this session. But now he's jumped all the way into third place. So very good stuff there. From a team that won the 2016 title and in the team standings, not in the drivers though.
Yeah. Valdinger now goes 2nd. McCarthy now goes 5th.
Great improvement from both of them. Ben Valdinger clearly looking strong on this run. Does he have any laps left? Could he dethrone Graf by any chance? Zolga actually has a good first sector. Just 1/10 off, much less than before. Ben is also back on track, Thomas Bennett. Last season here, let's not forget, victory went to David Kupok after an incredible race where he had a puncture but still pit. Adventure as the checkered flag. Adventure session is done. But yeah, Adventure had some bad luck, had a puncture, I think. But it didn't stop, or a loose wheel. I forgot which one of the two, but it didn't stop him because he was able to pit, get repaired, and he still won the race. Zolga just 2/10 of his best. Will he get the checkered flag in this lap?
Skillen goes 2nd.
Good stuff there for the Rapax driver. P2 and P6 for that team. They're doing very solidly so far.
Then he goes 13th.
And he has the checkered flag. Will Zolga get it as well? At a club he goes, Bonds Olga.
Doesn't improve.
He's gonna be boxing though.
Yeah.
Fedei 10th place and he has checkered flag. So 3
What,
drivers are done. 19 drivers left.
What's them Valdinger?
I should say 18 drivers because Ben Wallinger has just finished the session. And even less because Watzel is done as well.
Yeah.
Zolg on his last lap of this run. Now improving in Sector 1, but it doesn't matter anyway. He'll be boxing. Everyone except Suarez and Zorbak is on track. What do you think of the grid for this season as a whole?
Really interesting, indeed.
Yeah, I could say that again. It's looking to be an interesting contest. Already looking close from first day of testing. And I can't wait to see what Mugello will have in store for us.
Yeah.
Suarez has gone on track meanwhile, so only Zorbak in the pits.
Looks sure it's gonna have a checkered flag.
Zolg is pitting as well, and yes, for sure has checkered flag. So 6 drivers, or I should say 7 drivers are done. Skillen 2. Is Zolg done? Yes, he's done as well. Zolg's session is over. P15 for him, or lower. Zorbak is going out meanwhile, as Galloway is just coming in.
Yeah.
Wallinger goes second, even though he had the checkered flag. He keeps doing some laps. Good effort there from Wallinger.
Yeah.
McCarthy went 5th in the meantime.
Yeah.
Tomaselli is coming to the pits. Still has some laps on his belt, I think. So he's gonna try to do them.
So Zoga won't be going out because his session is over.
And Tomaselli's session is over too, it's just updated. Kyle Burns is done for the day too. 17 for him. Baby steps, I guess, but it's nothing to be ashamed of. He is a rookie after all. Everyone has to find their feet in GP2, and as long as there's no points on the line, it doesn't matter if you're slow. Just helps for bragging rights and stuff. Of course, Hans Parchke was faster than the Silverstone test, and he ended up becoming champion at the end of the season. But it doesn't really mean anything if you're fastest in the test. Maybe it's a good omen for the future, or maybe it means nothing in the end. Anyway, bragging rights sure means something. That extra boost in confidence can really help a driver out. Do you agree? Rahul?
Yeah, I do.
Kyopak, last season's race winner here, and the only double race winner on the grid from last season because Campana, who won in Germany and Brazil, moved to the top class with Williams. Wallinger, 4 thousandths away. And then his Graf.
Very close.
Kyopak won in Silverstone and one in Monza as well. He would have won in Laguna Seca, but an engine failure had other ideas for him. Surely he could be a front runner this season. Just needs to work on his consistency because we know he can win races. Kyopak, I don't think he's going to be improving this lap, and he's one of the last drivers left without the checkered flag. Surely he's going to get it now.
Yeah.
David Kyopak is finishing his day. Not yet, actually. He's going to keep going.
Yeah.
Him, Graf, Zorbak, and Bennett are the only ones without the checkered flag.
There are some drivers still on track.
Yeah, doing laps until their run finishes, but once it's finished, they're not going to come back out. Of course, in qualifying, if you have the checkered flag, that's it. You're not going to be able to do any extra laps. But this isn't qualifying, is it? Kyopak just a tiny bit off his best in Sector 1. 4 thousandths off. Same difference between Wallinger and Graf. But I gotta say that was a very impressive lap from Ben Wallinger. To draw this close to Graf. Graf set such an amazing lap earlier, and I thought no one was gonna beat it. And Valger's come very, very close. Credit to Skillen too. They've done impressively. Not about as quick as Dennis Graf today, but they've been quick too, and credit where credit's due. Checkered flag for Zorbach, he is 19th. It's only 3 drivers left without it. One of them being P1 Dennis Graf, and one of the others being Thomas Bennett in last place, who's going out right now. Kipok a little bit off. This might be his last lap. Let's see, into Stowe corner. Going fast as he can. Wide on the exit, but just not too wide. And now into Vale, braking hard. Kipok has experience on this racetrack, and he's going to be in the top 6, so I'm sure. Putting that experience to good use even in testing. The race winner from last season in Silverstone fails to improve, and that is his session done. Graf is done as well. So Thomas Bennett, the man in last place, is the only one left. McCarthy is trying to race against someone. I think that's a trident of Chatfield, I believe. Into Cobb, says he got him on the exit. No, not quite.
McCarthy's session is done.
Yeah. He'll be pinning in this lap, and he won't be coming out again. Next time he comes out will be tomorrow in Mugello. Quick flight over to Italy. Just outside of Florence, and they'll be going there. In Scarperia, I forgot the exact name of the village, but yeah. That's Bennett, actually. He was racing McCarthy. It was not a venture, sorry. It was not Chatfield. It's Thomas Bennett, the only man not within a second of Dennis Graf. I'm sure he wants to rectify that. He's in last place. Had some decent podiums last season. And I'm sure he wants a decent season this time around too.
Okay. Okay, just looking at the chat, some people got timed out.
Oh, why?
I don't know why, I just saw it like that.
Alright. I'm gonna take a check. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed the session. Didn't have that many crashes or anything, but we had a spin.
Yep, Bennett's improving at the moment in the first sector.
Yeah, and I don't think this will be his only lap. Other drivers have shown they've been able to improve as the session goes on. So if Bennett still has laps on within him, he'll keep going, and I'm sure he'll get out of last place maybe. He's one of the only drivers left on track. What do you think?
Chance.
Yeah. Into Chapel he goes. Very close to that curb on the apex. He's a little down now. Lost time in sector 2.
Yeah, at the moment. We'll see if he can catch up in sector 3.
Just 2 more corners to go. Here he goes into club. Can Thomas Bennett improve? Is this his final lap? Or does he have a few more?
He doesn't improve.
Checkered flag for Bennett.
Checkered flag, but he does have more laps to do.
He's gonna do a few more laps, but I'm sure they'll be done before the 10-minute and 25-second marker.
Yeah.
Look at Christoph Beranek will be pinning in this lap. He's P8, not bad start for the Czech rookie. I kept saying he was Polish during the announcements at the end last season. My bad, Christoph. I hope you can forgive me. I just I didn't actually see that he was Czech. I didn't see the Formula E wiki and stuff. And yeah, he is from the Czech Republic and first Czech driver in quite a while. And hopefully he can have a good season. Not driving for the Czech team, of course, but I don't think that matters so much. I'm sure you're looking forward to get a good job done in that Campos.
Yeah.
Change of livery for the Spanish team too, let's not forget. Not having the same colors that took Rodrigo Gomez to a championship 2 years ago. or the same cars that propelled the Lincoln Campana into a Mercedes seat last season. Not the Mercedes seat, sorry, the Williams seat. Graf is on a lap.
No,
The
I'm
MP
proving at the
Motorsport
moment.
man. Yeah. Doesn't look like he'll be able to match Barashki's lap from last season. But he's just one time down. Not over second of his best. He's following up Suarez, actually. We're going to try to pass him. Just before he pits, to bring his session to a close, David Suarez fails to overtake him. He's going to be boxing Dam's driver. Dam's won both championships, remember. The drivers with Parachki and the teams with Parachki and Federi.
Yeah.
Can they make it 2 championships in a row? We'll see. Bennett, a little bit down in sector 1. He's the last car left besides Graf, I believe.
No, those two are carrying on. They are both doing another lap.
Yeah.
No, he's not improving at the moment, is Bennett.
Second sector split, and doesn't look like it. Might be his last lap. Now it's going into Vale, Thomas Bennett.
Oh, nice you mentioned that. That is that Bradley Barrow to P1 last season in Silverstone.
And he has at least one more lap left.
And this season, Graf spun into P1. So yeah, coincidence? I think not.
Wait, I'm wondering, would the fastest driver in the first test be okay with an interview? Because we talked to him on Discord before when we played Among Us. Dennis, if you want to join us for an interview, let us know right now, and we could get some words from you if you're there. What do you think, Flo? What do you think, Rahul? All right,
yeah.
So let us know in the chat, Dennis, if you're up for an interview. Bennett is still on a lap. Graf is still on the track, meanwhile. I think he'll be boxing soon. Bennett, a little bit down on his best.
He is still down at the moment. He is still lost as well, unfortunately for Bennett. It doesn't improve. He has another lap to do.
Yeah.
We check on Graf if he's doing another lap as well.
I think this might be the end for him.
It could be, I think, but yeah.
Is he pitting?
Yep,
Yes, he is.
Pitting, so,
Come into a pit, just the perfect timing.
Only Bennett is going to be doing the last few laps here. He's down in the first sector by a little bit. It could improve.
Yeah. I think for sure this will be his final lap. Unless I'm wrong, in which case it won't be his final lap. But you know.
Yeah.
Now Bennett, there are cops. Into Beckett's. And now Beckett's. Fast left-hander. It's a very, very popular section with the drivers and with the fans. Bennett on the exit chapel. Once again fails to improve in sector 2. Only driver not within a second. Looks like it's gonna stay that way.
Yeah.
But I don't think you should take it as a downbeat, down being sign, because it's just testing. Doesn't matter that much. We still have another test lined out in Mugello. Let's not forget. And Thomas
Yeah.
Barry, is this his last lap of the session? No, he's going for another one.
Another lap as well for Bennett.
Oh yeah, he's doing a terrific in the DTM testing, said Flo. Bennett in the first sector, once again a little bit down. The Iron Man just hasn't been able to find the same pace as his teammate Chris Chatfield. He's been over half a second slower than him so far. But just day one of testing, let's not forget. I've said so many times already today. Did we get a response from Dennis in the chat, by the way? I think my chat is always behind.
Yeah. So,
Alright. So Bennett, at a chapel. Maybe for the last time. For the last time on a time lap, I should say. Once again, 3 tenths down on his best, 9 tenths down on Graf. And looks like Thomas Bennett will be finishing in last place today. 2 minutes and 35 seconds after the timer. 2 minutes and 30 seconds after the timer. And yeah, Bennett into club corner. And out of club corner. He's gonna go now. Cross the line. Is this his last lap? Yes, it is.
Yes, it is. And that's
He'll be boxing now to complete the first day of testing here in Silverstone. And Enes Parachki's lap from 1 minute 37.4 is not gonna get beaten. But Graf will be the fastest today. Waldinger and the Skilling came so very close. But Dennis Graf is the fastest driver today in testing. Thomas Bennett, unfortunately for him, he's in last place today. But tomorrow is a whole new day. He'll be boxing, and I'm sure he's got a lot of useful data. Been out there the longest on the track.
27 laps. Yeah, good mileage for Bennett.
Indeed so. Garden have been a solid team. Had some history in GP2, and I'm sure they're wanting to add to that history.
Yeah.
Still, I didn't expect the rookies would do so well. Graf first. Also, kudos to Beranek. He did very well too. P8 on his testing debut. Burns in 17th and Curtis only down in 20th. I'm sure they won't be that discouraged. And now Thomas Bennett to conclude the session. Out of stuff for last time and now into the pit lane. Careful not to speed. And that's no issue. Sparked little drops of rain, I believe, but on the visor, but nothing big. And Thomas Bennett has completed the session. Last place, but tomorrow's another day. And Thomas Bennett is bringing it into the garage. Just as we're about to run out of time. It's been a long hour, that's for sure, but it's not been a boring hour.
Yeah. Indeed.
So yeah, Bennett being wheeled back in the garage, and he'll be done for the day.
Yeah. And that is session over with Graf fastest.
Yeah, Dennis Goff is fastest, and I believe he'll be joining us for an interview in just a little bit. Also, hello Benza, hello everyone in the chat. Hello Luca, it's good to see you guys. I know I only saw your messages now. I know they're older than that, but my chat lags sometimes, so yeah. Anyway, that's the session over, and let's read through the results once again. Or not, we're not gonna read through the results. Oh well. Anyway, yeah. The results, I'm sure you can just roll back on the stream and watch them. But anyway, yeah, Dennis Graf will be joining us in just a little bit. Was fastest Ben Wallinger in second, and in third place it's Max Gillen. So yeah, those are the top 3 for today's test. Great effort from them, but no points on offer just yet. So I'm sure they'll just be happy with the data and the early speed. But yeah, in just a little bit, we'll be having Dennis Graf join us, the fastest man from today, just from an interview. And there you go, he's joined our group. Hello, Dennis. Hello. How are you feeling after that session?
I'm feeling very good. Thanks.
That's amazing. Your first ever outing in a GP2 car. How does it feel out there?
Very nice. It was nice. The GP2
Yeah.
car finally. Yeah.
So talk us through that spin you had earlier in the race. I'm sure, and not in the race, sorry, in the test. I'm sure it was a little bit scary.
Not really. It's just test.
Yeah, but still.
The spin happened pre-season test. The race.
Yeah. Funny thing though, the only drivers who made a mistake this session, you and Ben Swallinger, ended up finishing P1 and P2. So what do you think of that?
Yeah. The spinning mistake brings you at the front.
Yeah, so it seems. Anyway, glad to have you here in the interview. Anything else you'd like to say to the viewers in chat?
Yeah, I hope you had an enjoyable stream here. Yeah.
All right.
Never watch it again. I want to.
Huh. All right. Well, good luck tomorrow for the Mugello test. How do you feel about Mugello?
It's a nice track.
All right. Can't wait to see you and the others drive there. But yeah, thank you very much for joining us, Dennis.
Invite.
All right. No, it was good. It was good. But yeah. Anyway, that was it for the first test. I have been Robert Ionescu. Rahul Patel has been Rahul Patel. And we were joined by Dennis Graf for just a little bit. So thank you very much, guys. Thank you for tuning in. Thank you to Flo as always. And we can't wait to see you tomorrow in the Mugello circuit over in Italy. Until then, we'll see you next time. Thank you, guys.